Hello, welcome to another episode of Beeville Live. Thanksgiving's right around the corner and I'm going to make one of my favorite desserts, which is pecan pie. Super easy to make and your company will love it. So let's get started. You'll need the following ingredients. So we're going to start with a cup of Karo corn syrup. Now the corn syrup can be either light or dark. I happen to have light corn syrup in my pantry, so that's what I'm going to use today. And it kind of darkens when it cooks, so it doesn't really matter if you have dark, but some people prefer the dark. You can put a little bit of molasses in it if you find that you like the darker flavor. So I'm measuring 1 cup, and I'm doing it right in the bowl in case it runs over, because this stuff's pretty sticky. And that's going to go right in here. I usually make 2 types of pies on Thanksgiving. I make pumpkin and pecan because that's what my family likes. Sometimes I make an apple. It depends on how much company I have. But since we're not doing a lot of company this year, it's just going to be 2 of us. We're going to have 2 pies, which is a lot of pie for 2 people. But my son likes pumpkin and I like pecan. So next you're going to add a cup of sugar to the corn syrup. And if you don't get it exactly to 1 cup, that's fine. Now, one of the things I try and do when I'm adding ingredients is if I have something sticky in my measuring cup, I'll sometimes put something dry in there or the next ingredients to kind of get everything out of there so I don't waste anything. So you're also going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So I melted that in the microwave. It doesn't take long. Put a little piece of wax paper on top of it. It takes all of about 15-20 seconds. So I'm just going to swirl that around here to get the rest of the sugar and corn syrup out of there. Like I said, this goes together super fast. You also need some vanilla extract, and it really doesn't matter what order that you put these in. I just usually follow the recipe. So you're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then 3 eggs. These happen to be large eggs because that's what I have in the fridge. Now I'm just going to stir my corn syrup and sugar and vanilla around first before I add the eggs. And once everything is incorporated, okay, that means mixed together, then I'll start on the eggs. So if you hit the eggs on the counter flat like this, you're less likely to get shells in your mixture. So you can do it on the edge of the counter, but the problem with the edge of the counter is if you do it too hard, you'll end up with stuff running down your cabinets. It's more to clean up. So I just tap it. Sometimes you have to give it a double tap. Some people suggest you put all of your eggs in a bowl and then do them one at a time so you don't wreck your mixture. That way if you have a bad egg, but quite honestly, I've been cooking for a long time and baking for a long time. I think once in my life I had a bad egg. So your odds are in your favor. Okay, so I'm going to stir that all around. I do mix everything together before I add the nuts. It just makes it a little bit easier. You can use a whisk. I'm big on not making too big of a mess and having too much cleanup when I bake, so I like to use this scraper because it makes it easier to get everything out of the bowl. Okay, so that's mixed up. And I'm going to add my pecans. You need about 1.5 cups of pecans. I'm using just 2.5 cups in here, so I'll use all but 1 cup. One of these tricky resealables in it. So I'll measure that out. Now it says to chop the pecans, but I prefer them whole because I like the way it looks on the pie. So that's one. Okay, now if you'll notice, I put my unbaked pie shell. I'm just using a frozen pie shell to save time, but you can do a homemade pie shell. And I'm just going to toss those pecans around in there. I put it over a cookie sheet, or in this case a pizza pan, just in case it spills. I don't want it all over my oven because I have to make my turkey, and I don't want that sticking up the kitchen and smoking it up if I spill sugar on the bottom. Now if you find this isn't enough nuts for you, you can always add more. But just remember, you're going to want to get a deeper crust because the standard frozen crust will hold just this, but if you add more nuts to your recipe, it's going to spill over. So this is perfect the way it is. All right, so that's going to go into a 350-degree oven for approximately 60 to 70 minutes. And that's pretty much it. It's a really easy recipe and it's delicious, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So there's the finished product, a beautiful pecan pie. And my family is going to enjoy that for dinner tonight.